We saw lots of amazing things in the sports world this weekend, but I don't think anything tops what went down in Greenville, Illinois.
Don't see this often. Court storming after a 54-point win. That's what happens when you score 200 points.
When we got 198 and everybody was just yelling in the game, I'm like, what's going on, what's going on? And everybody like 200, 200, 200.
It's a special thing. It's one of these things you kind of want to know, how fast will the car go, and we got to 200, so.
Final score, Greenville 200, Fontbonne 146. 346 points, the highest scoring game in Division III history.
When I looked at the scoreboard, we had 173 with about 6 minutes to go, a little more than 6 minutes to go. That's the exact moment in my mind I said, let's go for it.
Oh, by the way, this made SportsCenter and even caught the eye of a certain lethal shooter.
He's a real good shooter. He helps NBA teams. He said he would love to see one of these games, so that's what got me excited.
Everybody on the baseline.
All right, so how do they do it? What's the secret? Well, let's start with this guy, Dr. George Barber.
Pete Carroll, I learned from the Seahawks guy, said if you just make everything competitive, the effort level will go way up.
He's been the head coach here 20 years, but 4 years ago, he had to change things up.
Administration had said, we want you to have a large squad, we want you to have a JV squad, and the way for me to do that in my mind and be able to still have ministry with the kids was to play more kids.
So George installed the system. All right, what's the system? Well, we need more than a couple minutes to fully explain it, but in short...
Everything's double. You play double the number of players, you score double the points, there's double the fouls, double the turnovers, double the steals committed. So people will say, well, the defense is not there, and I understand that, but it is there. We lead the nation in steals, we lead the nation in turnovers forced.
Oh, it's fun. You have freedom to do what you want. It's the most extreme form of team basketball. So there's no selfish way to play the system because you're going to be in for 5 minutes and then you're going to be out right away. I know right as I'm coming off, they're coming on, but right as they come off, I'm going back on.
Let's check out the locker room. The walls are lined with George's favorite quotes and philosophies. This one sticks out. De-emphasize the win.
It's sort of interesting in our culture. We put the holy emphasis on winning, and we want to say, nah, we want to take it off of that and talk about giving it your best shot. So if I say in the locker room, who's the enemy? The team knows to say, it's not the opponent, it's how good we can be.
Since de-emphasizing the win, Greenville has done nothing but win. They're on the verge of a 4th straight conference championship and on pace to shatter the all-time season record for scoring average per game.
You're going to get people that don't like what you do, or because it's so different. And they're going to say, what about your defense, and different things like that. But I think it releases energy of young people instead of stifle it. I don't like to go to these high school games where, the final scores are in the 20s and 30s. I mean, the kids have a lot of energy, so I think it's good to release that.